Hello, I hope you are well. Welcome to another video. Just like to say a massive thank you to all of my new subscribers and for those of you returning and commenting on the videos and letting me know, what you think about all of this information that I'm getting and what's going on around me. It's brilliant. I am going to do a video on some of the questions you've asked and some of the comments you've made as to what you think is happening. I'm hoping to do that for Sunday, and I just wanted to answer a few things and see if we can get more information from this lot. So if you haven't already, please like, share and subscribe, and I hope you get inspired and are amazed at what's going on like I am. Okay, so I did another meditation with the Shadowmen and the other beings that are around me. Apparently they're quite a lot. Please bear in mind that as I talk about this, I could start talking very fast, which means the information's coming at me. It's just coming straight out of my mouth. I may, like I did in one video, suddenly start speaking a little bit differently, or anything. I could come out with light language or anything. Yeah, it could happen. They talk through me sometimes, so it's just a little bit of a warning. I'm still here. So, okay, I'm being grounded. Oh, okay, thank you. And when I ground, I do it slightly differently. I do the roots thing, but actually roots are coming. They're showing me when I've done these meditations, for those of you who are big on grounding and you're a medium, because I get a lot of that, you're ungrounded, which no, I'm grounded an awful lot. It really frustrates me. And they ground me too. So the roots are coming up to me this time. I have roots going down, but roots coming up me through my body right to the top. A column of light comes down into my head. And I also have my own grounding from my own healing work with this atomic energy. They're still giving me bits on this atomic energy healing that they're giving me bits on that apparently I do know, but they're making me remember. It's a very ancient form of healing, apparently. I'm going by what they say. So what I do, I have done previous healing things. I put people in a pyramid and like a tetrahedron, and that's what I'm doing here as well. Okay, for those of you who have wondered. Right, so I'm just going to read out what I've been given. If I have anything extra to say, or they want anything extra to say, I will do that. I will just start talking about it and have a bit of a discussion afterwards. Okay, so the first time, because I usually do this in 2 lots of meditations, because my guide got quite my main one, my so-called twin flame, he who annoys me quite a lot, he stopped one of them at one point because I was getting rattled and I'd started fitting again with my FND. That's part and parcel of my life. That happens to me every day, so that it's got nothing to do with the meditation. So right, it started off where I suddenly, and this was before I started meditating properly, I was seeing an odd shape floating. And then I thought, I know that shape. Remember, I'm not a science person. I'm a postgrad in history, and I've got legal qualifications, so works. Maths, physics, science is not my bag baby, as Austin Powers would say. So and a lot of the information that's coming out is very science-based. So, but I knew the shape, and it was very odd, and it was just floating there, and it was this little clump of things in this middle of this thing which had lights, rings going around it in all different shapes. So I know that shape. Looked it up. Of course, it's an electron. Okay, and in the middle is the nucleus, the protons, and neutrons. And they kept showing me that shape really big, and that was on the background of sky. In fact, it looked like virtual reality. It was really quite odd. You know, those 1980s sort of 90s things where there was backgrounds. You know what I'm talking about, VR type thing. But it was against blue sky, and I then could really see the clump and be close to it. Then all of a sudden my meditation was starting. I saw an asteroid. I've seen an asteroid twice. I don't know what that means. They showed me rings of light going, I don't know, they were just floating there in space. Very odd. Very thin. Then they showed me my son's finally become a Trekkie. Yeah. And like his mother. And we've been watching Voyager now. When I first started watching that, I used to fantasize that I could be like Voyager at the start this is very Trekkie and nerdy, I know. I could be like Voyager, the actual craft, traveling through all those. If you've seen the start of it, you'll know that it's traveling through space everywhere and then goes dead fast. Warp drive, for those of us who know. And I always thought I would love to do that. So they showed me that. They'll often show me programs, characters, whatever, that will help get the message across. And they will do that to you when you're communicating with them, or if it can be music, it could be birds, it could be anything that you're really into, and they can help you get the message. Then I saw the sun. Oh, well, I wasn't sure if it was the sun or it was a big globe of light, like picking photo. Oh, very like a photograph I took of the sun on the water when I was on a cruise. And I'll have to post that picture, actually. It was like that boat, but I don't think it was actually the sun. Now, as I'm telling you this, I want you to know that I've got my computer here and I can see it's blank. There's nothing on it. It's not on. But I want to see what's going on behind me. And there's somebody standing right here. Okay, so if you can see them, let me know. Okay, I can sometimes see them better. They tend to fade into the background when I'm doing work, but I'm curious as to what's going on. I've done this before in videos. Okay, so somebody is here. So they're guarding and giving me information. Then I got axis. I keep getting this thing about the axis, so I'm going to do more research into that. It's all to do with the Earth's axis, and then something about axis in space. If that means anything to anyone, please let me know. Time hole. And these were all the things that were coming to me. I'll just get words and then names of things, and I'll describe what I'm saying, and then I will get somebody talking to me. Okay, so they're an even larger globe of light. And then I got this information, and this is not me saying this, okay, because I don't know anything about it, so don't shoot the messenger. Incorrect information by Stephen Hawking. The axis has changed. If anybody's, into wormholes and black holes and knows that information, I am reading sciencey books at the moment. I'm starting to. It's really difficult. But please let me know. Okay? And then what they're talking about, axis. Then they went on, that was somebody talking to me. Then the seraphim. Okay, I asked before we started who was talking to me. And I have seraphim angels from the 10th dimension. They keep saying that. And these people are elite. They're really, I am, right? And they're giving me the information. I know I've got 4 around them. They're talking to me. Okay. So, right. Then they start talking about DNA. Human body changing and evolving on a deeper inner plane. That's my note. That's what they're describing. The body is actually going through a change. I mean, we're always evolving a bit, but it's going through a big change on a deep inner plane. physical body, okay. Everything revolves around the atomic level. The fabric, I'm getting lights on this now. The fabric of humanity is made up of atoms revolving around a central nucleus. This is the foundation of all nature and the worlds that exist close together. Okay. Then I saw a tarot card, Ace of Swords, which always means big change to me, sweeping change. I've got dramatic, difficult change for all as one race. Now, I had to write one in capital letters and underline it. None of this different colours, different genders, whatever. We are all one. Okay? And that's how they see us. And that's how we should see us too. Okay? In my opinion. Right, so think macro, not micro. Extinction possibility is a real threat, exclamation mark. Earlier than predicted. Action must be taken now. War comes between dark and light. Destruction is nigh for those who do not listen. Then I got some sort of random information. 20 floods will come this year. They're always talking now about the environment. I didn't expect that with me. I just didn't. Be ready to change. 20 floods will come this year. Be ready to change. Floodplains will erupt into disasters of epic proportions. The caps, they keep talking about this, the polar caps, will melt further. Emissions must be cut. People must be saved. Affected countries this year who are being shown that they need to cut more. Getting the US, I keep getting Alabama State. They said Windy City, which obviously Chicago, Thailand, Ho Chi Peninsula, not the city, the Ho Chi Peninsula, Malaysia. Yeah. Again, then they talked about Japan radiation leaks will come if not attended to. I think that's to do with the rising tides, rising levels of water. Correct. Okay. They always confirm by saying correct or incorrect. Healing at macro level must begin in earnest. We are all one. So they're talking about us healing as one race and coming together as one race. Yeah. Then I've got calling all starseeds to activate now and lead the charge. I am, they said Sarah, I am your wake-up call here. Hey, wonderful. Right, get in touch with your higher self to make things easier. And I think it's also they want you to be in your higher self when you listen to this as well. Okay. Then I saw myself inside the electron. So there were, I replaced the nucleus, the neutrons and the protons. And I was floating in space in this little electron. It's really quite, I keep getting the Vitruvian Man, but it's me, which, I presume it's to do, all of us are like that. So they're not giving me any more information, so I have to cut that. All right. You see, they're talking through. Okay. Then I could see myself going down a bouncy red and blue, almost flesh-like inside a body tunnel. That's the only way I can describe it. Then there was snow, and I could see my main guide walking in a line across the snow. And me rising above it. I'm often flying something, so it was snow all around. Then I was back here, and I've had this when I've been writing. There was snow all around me, and horses came to see me. Now, I'm going to be doing a video about the animals around me, and how you can look out for your own animals, yeah, that you've lost, or or animals you want to see. Chances are you've got them around you if you're an animal lover. Okay. Then I saw the massive tower. I've talked about this tower in the water, but it was standing somewhere. It wasn't in the water, and it was against a red and black sky, so that's a bit ominous. Then I saw a body, like a medical thing with nerves. You could see all the lines of nerves. Then I was in a triangle. Then I saw Einstein again with his triangles and degrees, and that was all sort of floating in space. Then I saw my main guide. Oh, he's called Nathan. It's one of his many names, because he's been here quite a lot in lives, but he wants to be known as Nathan. Nathan Jones, he's called. Sorry. So he's often doing this. It's like he's operating a lighthouse or a light, and he's shining the beam. And he's shining the beam, well, obviously it's on coastal regions. So coastal regions are important. I've been seeing them in my meditations for over a year. Then they referred me, coastal regions, on my travel. And then they showed me Waterworld, the movie. Giant threat, rising sea levels, beginning to encroach further on the land, more than is being realised or monitored, that adding. Then I was squashed in a triangle, which is kind of odd. And then you have to ignore I'm channeling, I channeled all this, so it's, no laughing, okay, I just scribbled it. I saw a tunnel like that going through a tunnel of triangles, I often say that, okay. Gateways, that was about gateways again. I saw Concorde flying through them. I think they're trying to, with Concorde, they want me to explain this. It's a symbol of advanced technology. It was advanced for its time, and it's going to come out more advanced as well when it comes back. It is coming back. And flying... okay. Right, well, that makes sense. They're showing me Concorde. They're telling me that. Now, they said propulsion engines possible in the next 10 years. Well, we've got propulsion engines, but I know they're future ones, and it's something to do with Concorde. And I think Concorde might have the... I said in one video that planes were going through time gateways and they didn't even know they were doing it. Well, I think that Concorde, or technology we're going to get in the future that flies, is going to be able to maybe pick that up and actually do it, and to fly just like these aliens are coming through. So that's something for the future. 12 years advances will be nearly there. Okay. Then they show me food waste possible as energy for vehicles. Now they showed me, remember Back to the Future when he was putting, I think they've been trying to do this, potato peelings and stuff like that to make the cargo, the DeLorean or whatever it was. Yeah. So that's possible. 6 to 8 years is going to be advances made for that. It's all to help the environment. It's all to do with the environment, that. Then I saw the White Cliffs of Dover again, the lighthouse again, English Channel. This is where it gets really interesting. Well, even more interesting. There's a ship. This is English Channel. Explosion on the ship. Oil leak. October this year. Pivotal in resurrecting essential procedures to clear oil slicks that have been dumped. They use the word dumped in favour of new ones that do not work. Then they left that alone for a bit. It comes from the sea, the nuclear threat. They keep pushing that at me. Comes from the sea, and environmental, and the real environmental disaster is going to come from the sea if action is not taken now. Do not delay any longer. And then I heard, and this, they give me numbers, and they say it like, well, I would say military. Yeah, all I heard was 999, which is 999 emergency in the UK. That's the number we call for ambulance, fire engine, police, yeah? So to me, that means emergency, okay? Obviously, it's different in your own country, but they're on my, they're communicating with me, so it come out like that. Then I believe these are coordinates for the oil slick. And I don't know about, it's a long time since I looked at coordinates, so If, you know, let me know. 23, 24, 92. I get latitude, longitude as well. Maybe it's that. Yeah, if you know, let me know. It can be prevented. Proper procedures not followed on board the oil tanker. Change now to avoid disaster. Significant wildlife will be disrupted and destroyed along many coastal regions as it will travel. Now, then they gave me the 12th of October AM GMT time. So it was sailing under a Norwegian flag, and it was called the Odessa. Now, there's no Odessa, but it's the one I found was on a Maltese flag, but I know they changed their flags. So you hear my voice going every time I'm giving information. Okay, right. So I don't know. Okay, that's the information I got. That's them, not me. Okay, then I got about sound waves. And this, I again saw Einstein. I've been seeing Einstein for about 2 years now. So I don't know. Oh, they've told me more than 2 years. Second waves, sorry. Why am I saying these? Second waves, maybe it means something, maybe it doesn't, I don't know. Sound waves, to do with communication, Einstein. And then they went back to overcrowding. It's almost like there's a group of them standing around and they're trying to get their bid in, and then it gets cut off and they have to go back to it. Overcrowding on coastal regions, hotels, etc. leads to exacerbated pollution and disease because it's being transferred to the water and carried around the world into freshwater supplies and beyond. A virus will breed to highlight this if not checked. Monitor water supplies for new variant of disease. They're not talking about COVID. They mean new variants of diseases. Okay? Maybe diseases we know are new diseases. They're not talking about COVID here. Okay. Then I've got about the sound waves. Sound waves, EMP pulse will be effective. Planes will drop from the sky. And again, they're making a reference to Putin, Russia. If you want to know more on that, check out my previous videos. I talk a lot about that. So they're keeping that fresh in my mind. So that ended there. As you will see, end transmission I got. They keep saying transmission. I'd love to know if this column of light, maybe it is like Star Trek and beaming down information to me. I'd be lush, sorry. I've got to keep laughing or I'll get too overwhelmed. Okay, so we started again on, yeah, you heard the that little noise there was the bottle, and it's been out for ages. So it's not temperature change. Okay, been same temperature in here for ages. Right. So that was louder. Okay. I can see one of them standing over it there. Right. So satellites in orbit. This is the next lot I did next day. This is how it starts. Satellites in orbit. Space, obviously. Painstaking trust. I don't know what that's about. Maybe that's a reference to me to trust, because I have trouble trusting. That's another story. Watching through the satellites. Visitors to Earth watch all human progress via the satellites in orbit from Earth. Yeah, so it's like they tap into it. Monitoring systems and life. Watchful eye, benign. They're benign. Help. They're here to help. Nuclear weapons disarmament. Now, this is not my opinion. It's not anybody else's. It's them speaking to me. Nuclear weapons disarmament must begin. No place for them in the new world being created. And then I went freezing cold. So I don't quite know what. I was really cold when I did that. Then I see spacecraft fleet above the Earth. I've been shown that a lot. There is a man I see in black in a trilby, and he's in the door of one of these craft. And I always get that he's connected to me as a father. So from previous lives or whatever. But I definitely think he's somebody very important from this other world that they come from, you know. And we're not talking just about people from the 10th dimension, angelic energies. I wonder if there's the angelic energies to ensure that you understand that they are good. Maybe that's, maybe angels, these are the angels, but they're not quite, you know, the wings and the, well, I've seen wings, but that's how they would come to me. It can be to do with the light around them. So I don't know, just something to think about, okay? Then I saw Eisenhower and the admirals again. Montgomery, keep calling him Monty. He was a big general in the war in the UK. He was massive. Churchill, back in the cinema again. If you want to know more on that, because I haven't got time to talk about it here, please go to previous videos. While we're on, please like, share and subscribe. There's a lot of information here that you might be interested. Missiles going off again, and the giant plane again. Previous videos. Oh my God, they brought it through here. It was very transparent, but it was very strong in my mind, and the wing went right through me. Oh, it was really scary. Oh, anyway. Okay, what else have we got? And I have to make mention of the song I was listening to at the time, because I listen to music as I'm doing this. They want me to do that because I'm going to do a video on this as well, because it really helps calm everything down and they can get through better. And I can listen, and it calms all the chatter in my head. And it was Human by Rag and Bone Man. And they keep wanting me to play that, so they wanted me to see. Voyager again, asteroid, wormhole, axis. It's like they were repeating. So what they did the day before, so it's clearly important. I know what this axis is to do with space, because we're talking about in my last video, axis on the Earth and the core, and that it was off, and something to do with space. So axis. Again, I got that symbol, the cross with the circle in the middle, that was on the Oppenheimer thing, spinning through space. That showed me that's right, sorry. They showed me the cross bit, but it was like wooden, well, not even, I don't know if it was wooden, but there were thicker, you know, it wasn't just a cross of lines, it was actually a thick thing like that. And then I have the urge to put a circle in the middle of it. And then the electron in space again. Then they showed me, and this is to do with the healing, which I'm still waiting for them pushing forward. They'll tell me when I have to do these videos about the healing. But they showed me my hands. Now, I know energy comes out of them. If you do Reiki, you know that. But they showed me that the energy was electron on each hand. So, then they showed me inside it again. Human body with nerves, propulsion, healing, then healing through the nerves. Then I was traveling through the human body, and they've said that this will be what all healers do in the end. A part of you will go in and travel through the body. It will be the norm. Then they showed me the rings of Saturn, if that means anything to anyone. It could be a message for one of you watching this, so let me know. Then I heard the music Giant. Now, they've shown me giants. I've mentioned this before, giant angels, giant, you know, coming up from the sea. Okay, then they refer to the sound healing again, and they're saying that we heal Sarah with sound, which is why I have the music. Some of the sound is offensive to the sensitivity of her brain, which is why I sometimes get the fits, because my fits are set off by sound through functional neurological disorder. They've told me it is epilepsy. The doctors say it isn't. They've told me, and I have a team of doctors around me, that it is epilepsy. They're discovering new ones all the time, which I know they are in the medical profession, different versions. And epilepsy can be caused by sound. This is a version that they haven't found in detail and acknowledged yet. I have been under a top professor for this. It's lots of people are getting it now, but sound does set me off. So that's what they're saying. And there's going to be some advances in medical, obviously, but not in the way you think. Doctors aren't going to be the way they were. Okay. Hey, you must go to them though. You must trust them, because that's a system we know now. And it's very important that you listen to them and do what you're told, basically, because it's all very well this information coming through, but it hasn't happened yet. And we don't know the details of how it's going to happen. So you must trust your doctor now. I've got doctors around me. I trust them. Yeah, and there you go. That's another. And I go to my doctor here. So please, I cannot give you medical advice that way, and neither can this lot, okay? Because it comes through the medical profession, okay? Whatever changes will come through the medical profession. So get yourself checked out if you're not sure about anything. Right. So, where are we? Certain music doesn't just penetrate the brain waves, because I was told by a doctor years ago when I had anxiety to listen to music because it alters your brain waves and calms you down. So that's a little tip for you. And it doesn't just penetrate the brain waves to induce calmness. It opens the mind, spurs creativity to induce solutions for problem solving in the mental element, activates blood and body it activates blood and body systems. Now there's the thing about sound healing, yeah. I'm going to read that bit again. It's activates blood and body systems to grow new cells and prevents oxidization and heals the body systems in need of rejuvenation. They mentioned liver, esophagus, brain waves and blood disorders will benefit, in particular, promotes well-being. So on top of what your doctor tells you, if you've got anything like that, listen to music. Or listen to calming sounds, whales, dolphins, anything like that. It's still music, okay? It's put it on top of what you're being told. You never know, it may help you. Right, atomic energy is created by the body and must be healed. So you're healing atomic energy, I get that. I don't know how that works. That's just what they're telling me. Must be healed to induce harmony in body systems. We will give Sarah the knowledge she has forgotten for this life to take place. We will help her remember to bring healing to a lot of people and the planet. You must follow and use it for the benefits of others. So they're going to give me some healing thing there I'm going to teach. Okay, it's all about healing the planet. Planet heals in the same way as we do. You've got to remember, Gaia is a living organism. That's the way I say it. I read a thing years ago when I was doing A-level English, and it was all about that. And I really believe it's a living organism, that we are we're on the top, we're inhabiting. So planet heals in the same way. Its atomic energy must be balanced and brought into harmony. You will be shown. So whatever you do is going to benefit other people, the planet, and yourself, which is very important. Remember, you've got to put that mask on the plane before you help anyone else when the oxygen runs out. Eisenhower, is giving me information. Apparently, he is one of my principal guides and is a spokesperson for the Shadowmen on this mission through Sarah. Sarah, I had a bit of an issue with this one. Sarah is the vessel. Please treat me with respect. They don't treat me with respect. It's do this, do that. What a nerve. Anyway, the plane that I'm seeing on this occasion, it's had many different meanings. On this occasion, represents all of us today. cutting through, as it came through here and cut through me, cutting through illusions like a blade to bring you truth. Yeah, bring you truth. All good and healing is possible. You will be shown the way. Show others. The dark will be kept back. We will protect Sarah, and Sarah will protect others. Okay. Then I saw a sailing ship, which I often see, like real old-time sailing ship. Then I saw Winston Churchill, and he spoke to me. The fight is not over. Follow the leader. Just take it for what it is, yeah. Because I ain't anyone. It's just, this is outrageous. It's really scary at times. The plane will come. The lights will go out, but we will be here. Trust in us all. We show the way. We mean the best for all and nothing less. And then I got scared. Nuclear explosion at sea, fallout. And then I saw the man with the giant angel, Azrael, angel of death. We will prevail. Winston Churchill, we fight on. And then it ended. So make of that what you will. So obviously, starseeds, you've got a job to do. I've got a job to do. Light workers have a job to do. Whoever you're working with, you need to get on with it because it's very important. This stuff is... They've started doing this just before the end of 2022 with me in 2023. So it's obviously kicking off now. So, so we can get to this new 5D harmonious place. And this new... They always show me this old earth. You know, it's dull, it's this, that and the other. And then it crumbles and breaks away and there's this fresh little new one. It's all clean and blue and lovely. That they show me that a lot. And that's what all this work is for and is to help. And the more people who realise their gifts, and more people who realise that they are important, that they are special, that everyone is special and important and has a job to do on this planet, and that they are loved, you know, dearly loved. And, you know, it sounds a bit utopian, we can all love each other, you know. If we can at least try and promote that, that would be really helpful, you know, to the planet, to people, and to ourselves. Okay, I'm going to end this little transmission here. Please like, share, subscribe, and let me know what you think of this latest message. And yeah, I will. I'll be back very soon. I've got quite a few videos to do this week. I am going to try out some videos as well that I probably would offer for membership. There's been some funny stuff go on, as in funny. It can be very funny with them around me. So I'm going to try out that. And I'm thinking about what I would put on a shop if I did merch, as they call it. I can't believe I'm here. I'm really grateful to you for all of your support. I never thought I'd get this far, so I'm really grateful. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It's nice to be listened to for once, because not many people have listened to me in the past, so thank you. Okay, take care of yourselves, and I shall see you next time. Bye.